particularly with the trailer, putting it out there, and you know, raising all that money, and it was like, okay, wow, so we like proved that like people of all races and of interesting age groups really respond to this concept trailer that doesn't even like it's a movie that doesn't even exist yet. What do we do next? And so then, you know, our social media campaign and our Nation Builder campaign, which is all about proving that we have an audience, just whatever the next step we could do with the resources that we had to push the project further. That's just what I did. The biggest frustration is that conventional wisdom tells you not to make a movie like this, but it was like in my heart to tell the story and to just get myself to just sit down and do the work, whatever that may be. Like, you know, I'm getting home at like 10 and publicity is a very demanding job. I get home late, but I know I have to crank out my pages, and I know like I set this goal for myself to have the next draft done, and like just getting the work done in spite of the fact that it's not an easy sale. There's no guarantee that even if you write a great script, anything would ever happen. Just like talking myself through each stage of the process with no guarantee that it would amount to anything. That was the hardest thing.
So it doesn't seem like there was ever a part where you felt like giving up, that like that wasn't an option.
Yeah, you always feel like giving up, but the alternative is worse. The alternative is worse. Like not doing something that I know I'm supposed to do, and I just felt in my heart and soul I was supposed to make this movie, and I don't know how else to say it. Like I just felt like I was supposed to. Like I had to do this. I think as I make more movies, giving myself just a little bit more room to breathe and be okay that I don't quite know the answer yet. I think that's a really powerful part of art and kind of living in the question, which my acting teacher Suzanne Phillips always said, live in the question. And there's something really powerful to not having an answer, because then like the answer that you eventually arrive at is always better than the ones that you immediately come to mind if you don't just sit in it for a while. You know, so many actors, even ones that didn't necessarily end up in the film, were just so grateful to the material and grateful to have a project that they would have the ability to do things as actors that they just don't get to do, because in this industry, Black art comes in one or two forms. It just does. It's just the way it is. And I think that it felt good to give actors material to really sink their teeth into, but it also makes it very difficult because we had so many people show up for every part. And, you know, I just got really lucky, and I just sort of pushed for the most authentic choices I could make, and, you know, not necessarily the most commercial or, you know, the most obvious. We really wanted to go for people who could be humans in these roles, because it is an ensemble piece. It is heightened reality. It could easily become just sort of cardboard cutouts of people. And so, you know, it was very important for me to find people that could live and breathe. And again, thank God it's been really nice so far.